Hey, it's Balrog. Welcome back to my guide to the Monopolized achievement for the Halo Master Chief Collection for completing all the levels on Halo 2 on Legendary in under 3 hours. This is Part 9, Quarantine Zone. I have absolutely no skulls on for this one, as it is mostly just a driving level. We're going to hop into the Ghost right next to us at the beginning and pretty much just take it through the entire mission. We are mainly just taking the standard speedrun strat through this level, although I do have a couple of alternate strats to show when we get to their respective places. So with that said, let the driving begin. Go ahead and hop in this Ghost first thing, and then go up to this door. Give it a few seconds, and an Enforcer and a few Sentinels will come through. Just go ahead and boost past them. Sometimes those Sentinels do tend to fall down and get in your way. Just drive past them if so. You're going to want to take the right out of here, and then immediately left. We're going to hold the jump button on our Ghost right when we get to this curb to jump over it, and then hold back on the Ghost to make sure you don't flip there. I like to bounce off this left corner right there just to make sure the Warthog goes by. Occasionally you see a couple of ghosts in this hallway, but they usually do not spawn if you go fast enough. For the next jump we're going to do up here, also make sure to hold the jump button in your Ghost when you go over this curb, and make sure to stick it close to the wall because as you see there is a hole right there. We want to make sure to miss. I didn't do it in this run, but I highly recommend you wait here for just a moment for this checkpoint, and then we're going to boost to the right of this tree and to the left of this one and make this jump right here. That can definitely be an awkward jump, so you do want to make sure to get that checkpoint. Here, you can go straight through that tunnel I'm shooting at now. It is safer, but it's a second or two slower, or you can hold the jump button on your Ghost again and climb right up this hill. Do note, if you take this route up, don't boost off too quickly because you can actually die from the fall damage. This is the point in the level we're supposed to get out of the Ghost, but we're just not going to. Slide your left wing into here, turn around and slide your right wing through there. Drive down this hallway and make sure to stick to the inside because you can actually miss the checkpoint trigger right here. Then we're going to do a bit of an odd jump here, kind of half boost off and then pull back on the Ghost to try not to flip here. So let's discuss a mechanic of the Ghost we're going to use quite soon, which is if you get out of the Ghost, use your active camo, and then get back into the Ghost, the entire Ghost counts as invisible for a short time until your active camo runs out. Be very aware of the Enforcer here. You want to make a sharp left and try to get back behind here. This is the safest route to go through here to avoid the Enforcer. Just try to stick to the left wall here, and then we're going to go through this tiny hole. And then right here, we're going to use that mechanic I was talking about. We're going to get out of the Ghost, use our invisibility, immediately get back into the Ghost, and these Flood will not be able to see us, which is fortunate because there is sometimes a rocket flood right there. It is possible to drive the Ghost right past this part, but we're going to go ahead and get out because there's a fresh Ghost right on the other side here. As soon as you see this first flood pop up, go ahead and invis. I'm going to swap to this rocket launcher for no reason whatsoever, and go down to the left here where there is going to be a fresh Ghost waiting for us. Hop in the Ghost and immediately turn around. I like to drive to the left of this spike to avoid the Wraith just a little bit. Go ahead and drive through this tunnel and take a right. So at the end of this section there's going to be a Warthog and a Gosshog right here. So we're going to do the invis trick again, get out, immediately invis, and immediately get back in and keep boosting. You do not want to get hit by that Gosshog by any means. So in just a moment I'm going to show an alternate strategy for this part because it can be extremely dangerous. Up to 3 Ghosts can come out right here, and there can also be a flood on a turret right in front of this door you need to go through, which can shred you in the blink of an eye. Even once you're inside of this door, you can still get hit by a couple of floods, so just keep on going through as fast as you can, and once you hit that loading zone, you are finally safe. Continue driving up this ramp to load in the next cutscene and the gondola. We are pretty much done with this level now, however, as we're just going to get into a safe place and take a nice 5-minute ride where the enemies can't see us. However, before we do that, I do want to cut back and show that alternate strategy for the last part here. So here's a clip from a different run. I'm going to go ahead and camo past this Gosshog here, and then as soon as we're clear of it, we're just going to sit right behind this wall and wait. As soon as we come into this area, those 3 Ghosts are scripted to start driving out of that section, so we're going to give them a few seconds to drive out of our way. Then, we're going to wrap around to the left instead of the right, so that we can get out of the Ghost and camo while being safe from that Wraith over here to the right. Then, the camo should let us get past any turret flood that are in our way here. So, we're wrapping around to the left, and dismounting here, camo, back in, and we're driving right past the turret flood, and safely into here. This does add a few seconds onto the run, but is much less RNG than the other method. So, I have swapped back to our original run here, and we are just now getting on the gondola, and skipping this cutscene. And we're going to say goodbye to our friends, and then we're going to go get into a completely safe area where the flood cannot touch us for the duration of the ride. So, we're going to go over here, and hop right onto this railing. Then, do a jump right up here. Do one more jump onto this slanted part, and the arbiter will kind of sink half into the geometry there, and then just start walking forward and keep walking up, and eventually you will drop onto a clear little platform here. And now we are right above our friends. However, from this position, the flood cannot see you or shoot you. So we are completely safe until we reach the end of this ride. As this level is literally 3 minutes of driving and then 5 minutes of sitting and waiting for this gondola, I will fast forward it a little bit in just a moment here. But now that we do finally have a little bit of time to relax in this level, I did want to mention a few things about Quarantine Zone. So, the driving in this level can be quite dangerous and inconsistent as well, and I would expect you would probably have to revert to checkpoint at least a few times over the course of the level. It's important to remember that this is Halo 2 and really weird stuff can happen. Like, I don't know, for example, let's say you're walking along and trying to board a ghost and all of a sudden there's a sniper flood behind you that just shoots you out of nowhere. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're right at the end of the driving part and you get past the wraith and the ghosts and the turret flood all unscathed, and you go into the building and think you're safe, and then all of a sudden a rocket flood just comes out of nowhere and blows you up right at the end of the run and just ruins your day. And those are, of course, just anecdotal. I'm not saying that those things have ever happened to me. In fact, they probably haven't. But they could happen to you, perhaps. So let's just get on with the run and forget about that whole thing. Anyway, as you might have seen earlier, I did take the rocket launcher and shoot a handful of flood that were on the ground there. And I'm going to do so again here. So just note, you can shoot them. They can't shoot you. But if you shoot the ground at your feet, you can still kill yourself. And you don't need to clear those flood below you either. They won't follow you into the section with the index in it, but if you want a few extra points or if you just want to take out some angst onto the flood, feel free to do so. But it looks like we are finally arriving at our destination. I'm going to jump off the left here. You can go ahead and jump off the right if you'd like. And we're going to do one more running section. The only enemies here are just a few infection forms. You can ignore them or kill them, whatever you would like. Either way, just take the path to the right here, stick along the left wall, and you should get right into the part where you trigger the cutscene. And that is about all I have to say for this level. Thank you very much for watching, and I really hope this guide was useful to you. The next episode is going to be Grave-Minded. We are going to have so much fun! I'm going to have fun, anyway. Grave-Minded is probably my favorite Halo 2 level. But I'm going to try to make it so you have fun too, and I've got a lot of strategies in store to make it as easy and as smooth as we can make it. We are almost in the home stretch of Monopolized, and we're going to get it done. Just stick with me for a few more levels and we should have it. I think that's about it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and let this cutscene play out in case you would like to watch it. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
You know, your father never asked me for help either.
The index is secure.
Mackenzie, Perez, how's our exit? You hear me, Marines? We got trouble. How you doing?
Sergeant, stay down! Johnson, you all right? Johnson!
Excellent work, Arbiter. The Hierarchs will be pleased.
Icon is my responsibility.
Was your responsibility. Now it is mine. A bloody fate awaits you and the rest of your incompetent race. And I, Tartarus, chieftain of the brutes, will send you to it.
And the prophets learn of this, that they will take your head.
When they learn. Fool. They ordered me to do it.